Hello friends, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Today we are going to discuss about role of the board in ESG disclosures. So what is the role of the board in the ESG disclosures? As we know, corporate governance is an important consideration in investment decision making. Investors often consider how a company manages environmental and social issues and how handles strategic and operational challenges. So investors therefore assess ESG practices in an integrated fashion. So board shall focus on different parameters like commitment to ESG, means the leadership and the sustainability culture, the structure and functioning of the board of directors, control environment like internal control system, audit functions, risk governance and compliances, disclosure and transparency, governance of stakeholder engagement. So, as stakeholder engagement becomes critical, so properly engaging all the stakeholders can help the companies to better understand the interests and concerns of the stakeholders like employees, customers, supply chain, NGOs, communities, regulators, and the governments. So, improving relationship with the stakeholders can make it easier for a company to operate, develop new business opportunities, reducing the operational costs, and increasing the profitability. So, boards are responsible for setting an organizational strategy and vision and for overseeing their implementation. Accordingly, they should ensure that ESG issues are fully integrated into the company's vision of the purpose and its strategy. So board should ensure that a company has a well functioning of environmental and social management system in place, including a robust stakeholder engagement process which requires the company to respond appropriately to the stakeholder interests and the concerns. Finally, we can say it's a good practice for board to hold a senior executive responsible for the overall stakeholder engagement process and provide oversight to the stakeholder identification and mapping processes, reviewing and approving the stakeholder engagement policy, and to ensure a robust grievance mechanism is in place or not. So what actions to be considered by the board on ESG related matters? Following: helping to formulate the company's purpose, or we can say its mission or vision. Consider the materiality and meaningfulness of the corporate values and culture. Committing to consider ESG factors when making any decisions. We can add a point that is dedicated to sustainability to meeting agendas. So we can add in the meeting agendas one additional point about sustainability and ESG. So identify at least one of the director with relevant skills to support the board on sustainability and hold the management accountable for ESG and sustainability. We need to ensure that training of the board on ESG and sustainability related matters. Board can appoint a director with sustainability expertise if the company is in a sensitive industry or critical industry. Establishing a committee or refine the current roles and responsibility of the board and its committees, such as the risk management committee. Reviewing the materiality, quality, and frequency of non-financial data and its reports. Ensuring the comparability of the information provided with relevant standards, frameworks, and the peer search. Ensuring the ESG factors are integrated into risk management frameworks like ARM, Enterprise Risk Management Framework. Asking about the external auditors and their review about the completeness and the accuracy of the company's ESG disclosures. Overseeing how the different functions of organization manages about relationship with their main stakeholders. Ensure the company's stakeholders are identified and review and approve a company's wide stakeholder engagement policy, which includes grievance mechanism as well. The board shall ensure defining a communication strategy based on the communication stakeholders' needs, prioritizing the meaningful and useful disclosures. Review the ESG policies, ensure they are based on the appropriate standards. Ensure the policies are aligned and coherent with the company's purpose and are conductive for delivering its strategy and responsibly creating long-term values as well. Board shall ensure that review of the materiality analysis conducted by the management, ensure the non-financial reporting system is also being audited and assured, task the internal auditors to assess the soundness of the company's management system, and engage with the investors. The purpose of the company should be part of the discussion with investors, ESG discussion. And board shall oversee how the organization's purpose is being communicated to the employees, investors, customers, and the stakeholders, and develop a remuneration scheme for management which include financial and ESG component. Thank you very much, friends. In the next discussion, we will see what are the questions board shall ask about ESG. Thank you very much.